Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Savannah Rose. I make videos about living the brightest life you can, starting with what you have right now. And obviously I mean brightest, like figuratively, because right now the lighting's pretty dim. I wanted to talk to you guys about the importance of living your life how you want to live it. And by that, I simply mean by being the person that you want to be today. Even if it seems far away, even if you feel like you don't like yourself or you don't like certain aspects of yourself or your personality. But it's entirely possible to become the person that you want to be every single day by practicing. And this is because simply we are made up of habits. If you have read The Power of Habit by Charles Duhig, or Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza, or 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, honestly, there's so many different books on it, but essentially, whether you want to look at it from a woo-woo self-help standpoint or more of a scientific standpoint, the majority of your life is made up of the habits that you put into practice on a daily basis. The reason that it seems, or really that it is so difficult to change who you are, is because it takes conscious effort and practice getting through to your subconscious to create new habits and new patterns, because they have become so hardwired that they happen unconsciously. Dr. Joe Dispenza says that 95% of our actions are unconscious. And that means 5% of the things that we do every single day are from conscious decision. Whether it's that we go and we get food and we tend to choose the things that we choose every time we go to get food, or we get up in the morning and we brush our teeth before we shower, or we put our left shoe on before our right shoe, or vice versa. These things all happen automatically because they have been programmed. We've done them so many times, and we have a specific way. You scared me, Sophie. We have a specific way in which we like to do them, in which our body feels most comfortable doing them. And the same thing goes with being who you are. For example, if you have like trauma, or you have gone through a bad experience, or you weren't raised in a very positive environment, and you continue to show these habitual traits of feeling guilty or feeling angry or spiteful, these things will manifest. They first, as Dr. Joe Dispenza says, at first they are moods, and then they are temperaments, and then they are personality traits, because we have put them into practice so many times, and they become propelled by memories, by living in the past and of experiences, things we've gone through. Every time you start to feel like triggered, you remember an entire experience, the emotions from going through that experience, and then you feel them in your physical body in your day-to-day. And this isn't really good for us. We are the only beings that relive the past and feel that unnecessary flight or flight stress. It doesn't do any good for us to keep feeling this pain, this sadness, this guilt, when we should be continuing to grow and move forward and, feel these things when we are in danger, not throughout our daily lives. And so this is why it's so important that you fixate on what you want. Figure out who you want to be, what patterns you want to break. Do you feel like everything is your fault? Do you apologize all the time? Do you feel guilty? Oh my God, the cat scared me in the background. Grayson, you scared me. It's just this like shadowy figure. It was just a cat, I swear. But figure out, who is it that you want to be? What is it that you want to have in your life? What do you want to experience? How do you want people to perceive you? And then start to work on breaking the habits that make you the person that you don't want to be, and building the habits that will make you that person. Cat wants to get let out. I would say that the most important part, from what I have read, from what I have experienced, is changing your brain, changing your mind, so that you can start to cultivate thoughts and feelings that will help to create better habits, that will help to propel these better habits, because they'll be coming from a place that feels genuine. It feels you, because you have identified with a you that has been guilty, that has been scared, that has been hurt for so long. That becomes who you feel that you are, and you cling to that identity. But when you start to rewrite that, and whether it's subconsciously through meditation or through journaling or just through mantras, affirmations, being a different person, creating a different person, that's when you can really start to rewrite the way that you see yourself. Because like I said, 95% of who you are and what you do is subconscious. And so if you can rewrite most of that subconscious mind, you can start to rewrite and change the habits that make you who you were and start to change them into who you want to be. I have been doing this personally through running, meditating on a here and there basis, and listening to audiobooks, all on self-help and transformation and on forward movement. So for example, like I said, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza has been a really big one for me lately. I mean, that's been my most recent read. Before that, it was You're a Badass at Making Money, and before that, it was at some point The 4 Agreements, and then at some point Girl Wash Your Face. Lots and lots and lots of self-help and personal development books. Lots of self-help and personal development books, because running is a new habit for me. It gets me out of my head and into my body, and when you create a physical feeling of being an entirely new person, you can really start to cultivate and change the emotions. When you can get into the body, which is what causes your habits and your automatic reactions, that's when you can start to translate from your body to your mind and then to your feelings. Or is it to your body and then your feelings and then your mind? You have to break through all three. When you experience something negative, you feel the negative emotions, and then it goes through your body and you start to experience it. This is why people who go through grief and spite can build that into the feelings of grief and spite, with, from whatever experience they had, goes through the feelings, and then it translates to the body through illness, through stress, through heart problems, through diabetes. If you can start to break into the body, you can start to reverse this habit production. So anyways, I run and I listen to audiobooks because I'm experiencing something, I am creating something new with my body, I am learning new things, which also, all of this experience creates new emotion in me, which is empowerment, it's strength, it's excitement, it's motivation, I just am thoroughly saturated and all kinds of just good vibes and let's make a new me kind of thing. And because I am running and the only thing I have to focus on is my audiobook, it really immerses me in the experience of listening to the book. Meditation is really amazing as well. I also do a lot of journaling, affirmations, and writing that which I want for myself, getting really specific on what you want so that you can start to manifest that, whether that is through law of attraction. Well, I mean, it's always through law of attraction, but whether you are focusing on cultivating it through law of attraction or really just focusing on what you want so that you can get to work on who you want to be. Because when you can in yourself fortify who it is you want to be and what it is you want to experience for yourself, then you can start to break through how to do that. Once you become that person, those opportunities are just going to jump out to you, and it's going to be a lot easier to figure out the how. Figuring out the why and what it is you want are the most important things, so that you can start to reveal that path to yourself, because you have become a more open-minded person and you have become a happier and more successful person, and somebody who is looking for opportunity rather than somebody who is closing themselves off from the potential of it. Even if it's just 1 or 2 habits that you want to break. Maybe it's something like, recently I had been drinking a lot of wine and I wanted to break that habit. So instead I started running or drinking water, or for me, honestly, I had been craving wine and I used to eat like 2 Reese's peanut butter cups every day. It was really bad. Quarantine was like a whole thing. Rather than doing that, I decided, okay, so I'm going to replace this habit of eating Reese's peanut butter cups and drinking wine with drinking a peanut butter protein smoothie, because it tastes like dessert, it's good, it's filling, but it's healthy for me, but it's also just as satisfying. So it's replacing that habit with a new one that makes me feel that much better, and also replaces the feelings that I had from the other one, supplements them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you use these ideas to actually start to become a better person in any ways that you want to build better habits for yourself. I'll leave all kinds of links down in the description below for like my favorite audiobooks and for favorite YouTubers. There's so many of them out there, honestly, but I will leave you a whole artillery, I guess, of videos and audiobooks down below. Please leave a comment if you enjoyed this video. Let me know how you feel about this style of video. I've just got my candles and my Himalayan salt lamp on in the background, honestly, so just a really vibin' moment. We vibin'. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and give it a share if you have somebody in your life that you feel could benefit from it. And I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, your week, your month, your existence, and I really hope to catch up with you and your better habits soon. Bye guys.